Hi guys, how are we all doing? I hope you're all doing really well. My name is Emma, for those of you that don't know me, and this is my what I got for my birthday. So it was my birthday yesterday, and I did a little poll on YouTube last night just to say, would anybody be remotely interested in seeing what I got for my birthday? What does a 44-year-old, slightly nutty midwife slash hairdresser get for a birthday? This is it. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, then please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button. I have been spoiled, but I've not been spoiled in like these things that I've been given are unachievable. And I think sometimes when you watch videos of what I got for my birthday, and you know, she pulls out her mulberry purse and her designer bag that her husband's gone out and surprised her with, then it just makes you feel like, because you know that your husband is never going to surprise you with a designer bag. My husband wouldn't even surprise me with a Primark bag. He has no clue. He has no clue. You will notice there is an absence of things here from my husband, and that is because we are completely and utterly shit at buying each other presents. He just never knows what to buy me, and I never know what to buy him. And it's not because we don't know each other, because we've been together for nearly 25 years. It's just that it's really bad to say that if we want something, we sort of go out and get it ourselves. And I don't want to go out and buy him something that actually he would rather I hadn't got, and he would rather he got such and such, or he's very much like, well, I would rather not have a birthday present, and I'd rather not have a Christmas present, and then I'd rather go out in January or February and spend X amount on a new lens for my camera. Do you know what I mean? And I'm a bit like, don't get me anything, because I'd rather go and have 10 days out of shopping, of charity shopping, or and out for lunch. And so that's kind of what we do, really. So there is an absence of things here from him. But we did go out shopping, and we had a lovely day, and he took me out for a lunch, and it was fab, and I got some fabulous bargains. Do you know, we did actually go into real shops, because I was like, it's my birthday and I need to buy something, I need to spoil myself. And so we went into Zara, and we went into oh god, I can't remember what else we went into. Loads of shops, loads and loads of shops that sell lovely, lovely clothes and little boutiques and things. And I was picking stuff up and going, I'm not paying 40 quid for a dress. And I have become that person who, I have shopped in charity shops now for so long that, and I've got so many amazing bargains, that now when I see something that's actually quite reasonably priced in a shop, I'm like, I'm not paying that. And I've become her. So I said, I know it's my birthday, but I really do want to go and have a look in a couple of charity shops. And I went and looked in 2 or 3 charity shops, and I've ended up coming home with a right little stash of goodies. And I'm so happy. And I probably spent about £25. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things. And just like the happiest girl. They are for a different haul. So yeah, so I'm gonna crack on. I'm sorry the light's a bit rubbish. I'm sitting on my bed because this is where everything was. The top that I'm wearing is it's like one of those asymmetrical, so it's such, and it goes down, the whatever it's called, the hemline goes down. I love it, and it was from a charity shop. And this is the necklace that I bought last week in one of my charity shop hauls. It was the next one, and if you remember, it was long. It didn't suit this top being long, so I've just, because it's a leather at the back, I've just literally tied the leather there together, and then I just took that down. Well, I've just broke that. Well, that's going to stay like that forever now. Oh, well, that's fine, because I don't mind wearing it like that. So anyway, we'll cut that bit out, and yeah, anyway, back to the birthday. So I had a lovely day, and we didn't really do a great deal. Like I said, we had a lovely lunch, and then we had a chippy tea, and it was ace, and I loved it, and it absolutely peed down all day. Now, last year on my birthday, We had breakfast outside, we had a lunch outside, and we had a barbecue for tea because the weather was cracking the flags. And this time we've like, the gutterings broke because we've had so much rain. So it's been a little bit wet. So anyway, first thing, there's two things I need to show you. I've had 2 bottles of wine and they win the prize for the prettiest bottles. So one of these was off my brother and his wife, and one of them was off a friend. And this was the first one, which, look at that bottle. It's absolutely beautiful. And I've had to do the haul today because I want to drink it. And I've got no idea where it's from. It's Fleur de Prairie. I'm sure that's how they wanted me to pronounce it. I've no idea where it's from. It doesn't say anywhere. It's probably from some wine merchants and not Lidl. But yeah, isn't that absolutely gorgeous? That bottle is just beautiful. And I'm thinking that when I've finished with that, I'm going to put some fairy lights inside it because it's lovely. And then if that wasn't enough, I had that bottle of Rose Blossom wine. So that is Rose Blossom. It's only 4%, so I imagine it's like, well, be like cordial for me. But I'm really excited to try that as well. And I just think it looks beautiful. And again, it's just one of those things that I can just keep on a shelf when it's done. You can put fairy lights in it or a candle in the top maybe. So bottles of wine that then have other uses. Who doesn't love that? And then I had a present off a friend, Charlotte, and this was this necklace, which is like gold and like rose gold and silver, and it's just lovely. It's a long one again, but people just know what I like, and I do love the mix of gold and silver. So and I love hearts, so I shall enjoy wearing that. So I just thought that was lovely. And the friend who bought me the wine with the flowers on, she also bought me 2 other little things. Let me show you the first one, which is just, well, they're both divine. It's a little tiny box like that. It's an East of India, it just says Wonderland. It's an East of India thing. And then inside is a little wooden street, and it says house plus love equals home. And she's left the price on. Isn't that just gorgeous? And that, I mean, it could sit anywhere in my house. I'm just gonna pop it there for now, because it's just completely and utterly, how gorgeous is that? I love it. And these are all little wooden painted houses that remind me of Cornwall. So that's, I'm going to be faffing later trying to find a home for that. And then she also bought me this, which I was really, when I opened it, I was a bit like, I love it, but I don't know what to do with it. And now I know what to do with it, and it's him. And he's a little pottery. He's like, I don't know what he's made of actually. I think he is pottery, a little pottery hair. And I was a bit, I loved him, but I was like, I don't know. And then I thought, oh, hang on a minute. He's obviously supposed to hook over something. So then it's not going on this, but I've got a big hurricane lantern downstairs. And, oh. And he hooks on the side of it like that. He won't stay on this, but he will stay on that. And he hooks on the side of that like that. So he's been sitting on my candle downstairs, on my hurricane lantern, and I just love him. And I've called him Harvey, little Harvey Hare, and I just think he's the cutest thing ever. And things like that truly fill my heart with joy. And I know he's only a little hare that sits on the side of a vase, but every time I looked at him last night on the fireplace, I was like, oh, I love him. So it doesn't take much to please me, everybody. And then I had my brother and his wife also bought me a brooch, and I think this was from a local craft fair that they went to, and it's by a designer called dapplesky.com, and I know they are available on Etsy because I had a little look, because you have to, don't you? And it's the sunshine. It's a sunshine brooch, and it's pottery, and it's just got a little thing on the back there, and it's just absolutely lovely. And I think on a denim jacket or something like that, it'll look amazing. So I was just really, really pleased with that. And it came in a box with like a little bit of denim in it, so it just looked really cool when you opened it. So I love that. I can't wait to put that onto something. And then one of my friends, the same person that bought me the hair, she also bought me this necklace, which I'm going to try and not snap into, like I've just done with the one I'm blooming wearing. And it's on a leather, I think it's silver. It's silver leather, and it's 2 stars. How gorgeous is that? And again, it's just one of those things that's just going to look lovely against black or against darker colours. I love, and it's that muted, oh, it's really sparkling in the light. It's that muted silver, not like this silver, like a proper sort of, can't even really blooming see it, can you? Do you know what I mean though? It's like, I don't know what I'm trying to say. But anyway, it's like that, and it's by a company called Tempest Designs. It was probably from some sort of little Welsh boutique, I imagine. I'm probably right there, aren't I, Jan? But I love it, and I can't wait to wear that. Again, I've just been waiting. I've not wanted to do anything with anything because I wanted to show everybody things. And then I had this Cornish wear, and this was off my lovely friend Charlotte. Now, she sent me a message to say, I'm trying to bring you over to the dark side, because she knows that I collect Bridgewater, and she's had a couple of pieces of this and said that she's completely addicted to it now. And it's a Cornish wear TG green mug, the original sort of, it's upside down, the original Cornish wear. I love how they've like got ridges in them. It's not just like a complete flat mug. And I just thought, I mean, tonight, may even drink wine out of it, who knows? But it's beautiful, and it will go so well in my kitchen, and it's one of those things that I'm just going to enjoy having a good old cup of tea out of. But it's one I want to save the box, because even the box gives me such pleasure. You know, I just love it. So again, it's just people knowing what you love, and you know, getting little thoughtful presents, and you know that someone's sort of, I saw this and thought of you moments. And like I say, nothing here has cost a fortune, but everything has come with such love, and it just makes me, you know, so happy. And then I had presents off my parents. I had a candle, which is from a company called Luxe, Luxe candle. And these are obviously supposed to be a rip-off of, not a rip-off, but you know what I mean, of Jo Malone. And so it looks like that with the silver thing that you can stand it in. Oh, it's beautiful. And it's, and that's why Jo Malone candles are £40. Let's pretend that never happened. Anyway. Oh dear. So oh God, I need a moment. Right. So I wear Jo Malone perfume. I wear Pomegranate Noir, and I do love it. It's a very wintry scent, but it is lovely. I would never, I don't think anyway, never say never, but I don't think I would ever buy a Jo Malone candle, because I don't think I could ever justify that amount of money. I will stretch to a White Company candle when I get, you know, a 20% off voucher and it's gone in the sale as well. but I don't ever think I could part with 40 or 50 pound for a candle. And some of the Jo Malone ones, like the 2 and 3 wick ones, they're 300 pounds. You're just burning it. But I'm interested to see how this one smells. I'm going to put it away now before I do any more damage to it. Oh my God. Anyway, so that was off Mum and Dad. And then Mum and Dad also bought me a couple of books. They bought me 2 books by Ali McNamara, which I'd asked for. Well, I'd asked for that one. The Daisy's Vintage Cornish Camper Van and The Little Flower Shop by the Sea. So they bought me both of those, and they are going to go in my holiday bag, along with, I won't say Daphne du Maurier. I don't even know who Daphne du Maurier is. Who's the one I bought last week? Virginia Woolf. Did she write Daphne du Maurier? Or is Daphne du Maurier an author? Who knows? She who got English Literature GCSE grade A. From the author of From Notting Hill. Oh, From Notting Hill with Love Actually. I thought it meant that she'd written Notting Hill and Love Actually, but I get it. Oh, I might have to get that one as well. That sounds good. So they are both, they were either a penny off Amazon, weren't they, Mum? Or they were from a Chazza. And I don't care because, you know, I love them. So they are them. And then I had, now, well, I've just shown you that. Look at that. This is from Matalan. I have, you know, it's one of them. Let me just take that out. It's one of them that folds in on itself. I've had my eye on one of these for ages from IKEA. IKEA do one. It's about £13. And I was going to get it and I was going to boho it up. Well, Matalan, you've already done it for me. So, and to my knowledge, I had never said to my mum, I want one of them baskets. If I've said it, then I really can't remember saying it. And she bought me one. And it's already bohoed. So I don't have to make pom-poms and tassels because it's already done. My husband was like, it was on the side. And well, my son said, what's that? And my husband was like, oh, it's a snake charming basket. I was like, shut up, you two. I said, I'm going to put a plant in it and it's going to look bloody glorious. So, or throws and things, you know, just like precariously rolled. But something rolled, you know, like, so they look like, I can't think of the word, but just so it looks amazing in the corner of my living room. And, you know, oh, it's got big hair attached. So yeah, so I was so thrilled with that. So thanks, Mum. I blooming love it. And then one of the last things that I got off my parents, oh no, there was another thing I got, which was this, which is an Emma Bridgewater mug, which I don't actually know what pattern it is. I'm sure my dad would be shouting at the screen. It's a peonies or something like that, I don't know. I had an Emma Bridgewater mug. I mean, I've got loads of Emma Bridgewater mugs, but I had a personalised one done, and with hearts, and waxed the handle off it. I'd had it a couple of years and I smashed the handle off it, and I kept it for ages, sort of just on the shelf, and then thought, what are you keeping that for? And threw it away. And I've got another one. So I've got my very own Emma mug again back, but this size is fantastic for that morning cup of coffee when you really need a gallon of coffee. So I was super pleased with that. I don't know whether this was done especially for me. The good thing about being Emma and your dad working for Emma Bridgewater is that a lot of the sample pieces and things have her name on them. So whether this was actually made with me in mind or made with her in mind, but my dad got it cheap, I don't care. But I've got it now. So I can't wait. I'm going to have to really, I might have my wine in that tonight. In fact, you know, flowery wine in a flowery cup. I mean, that just gives, again, that just fills my heart with joy. So, and then my final present off my parents. Well, actually, everything came, let me just show you this. Everything came in this bag. Look at that, Midwives Are Good. And this is by the Bags are great. www.thesebagsAreGreat.co.uk if ever you want to get anything like that. I've got one that I use for work that says hairdressers are good. And hairdressers are good, but apparently midwives are great. So I can upgrade to the actual profession that I'm doing. So she put everything in there for me. So thank you, Mum. And then my final present, which I did drop a massive hint about, but I didn't know whether I would get because I only dropped the hint last week, is this. And I'm going to link this lady in the description box below because her jewellery is stunning. She's Cara Cornish Jewellery. And I had a piece of jewellery from her at Christmas back from my parents that made me want to cry because it's this piece here, which I wear all the time. And it's a silver bracelet. And then that there is a piece of sea glass that has been found on Porthmoor Beach, which is in St Ives, which is our favourite beach. And she left a little note in it to say that this sea glass is from Porthmoor, and it just made me cry. So I wear that with, I mean, I've got loads of other bracelets, but I just stack that with them and I absolutely love it. And I wear it every day off that I have, and it hasn't discoloured. It's absolutely beautiful. It's silver and it's gorgeous. Anywho, I saw that she was now doing anklets. And so for my birthday, my parents got me this anklet, which has the sea glass on again and a little tiny silver starfish, and it's absolutely lovely. I'm going to try, if I can, I'll put it on. I put it on yesterday, you know, when you're a bit worried that it's going to snap, but it's on anyway. And it's just absolutely beautiful and I love it. So I can't wait to wear that. So like I say, she's based in Cornwall, Cara Cornish Love Jewellery, that's it. I will link her, I think she's got a Facebook and an Instagram. So I'll link it all, or try and link it all in the description box below for you. Yeah, so that is it. So that was my birthday haul. I have finished Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, finished that, and I loved it. And then, if you watched last week's charity shop haul, you will see that I bought this book in Darkling Wood, and I bought it for £1.59. Now, it was in the children's section, but when I looked at it, I thought, that looks too old for my little girl who's 8. So, but when I read the back of it, I thought, and if you saw last week's video, you will see me read the synopsis off the back, or the blurb off the back, and it just sounded ace, and so I thought I'm going to read that myself. Anyway, I started it last night, and I finished it this morning. I could not put this down. It is written from the perspective of a girl who's, I think she probably sounds about 13. I know she's high school age, and she's an 8-year-old brother. I'm not going to tell you anything about it. It's the most magical, wonderful, lovely book. And like I say, I've done 2 hours of reading this morning, and I read a couple of hours in bed last night, and it's done. And I didn't want to put it down. So if you need transporting to a magical world of fairies, my husband said, "What's your book about?" And I said, fairies. And he just burst out laughing. I was like, "What's the matter?" He said, "I thought you were going to say like Cornwall or something." I didn't think you were going to say fairies. I was like, oh, it's lovely. I have loved reading it. So it's by Emma Carroll. So if any of you can get your hands on a copy in Darkling Wood, I've told my daughter. It says in the front that a few of the people who have read it, you know, like the reviews of it, they're like 11-year-old children. Betsy aged 11, Louise aged 11. So I've said to Immy, I'm going to keep this for you, and then when you're 11, you can read it, because I think it's about a little boy who has primarily she's talking about her brother who's had a heart transplant, and it's probably a little bit above her head at the minute, but it's such a good story. So if any of you, I did say I would come back and tell you if I'd read any of them, and I've read that, and I am now going to read, I think I'm going to read The Couple Next Door, because I've got that downstairs waiting to be read. So I'll tell you how I get on with that as well. So and then what I might do is a video on like the books that I've read over the last 3 or 4 months and do a bit of a review of each one. So because I think quite a few, last week when I was mentioning about the books, quite a few of you were interested in what I was reading, and I think reading plays a massive part in people's lives. So and also, can I just say, I've had a couple of comments on YouTube about the fact that I don't look into the camera and that I'm looking at myself in the monitor. I'm not. I am filming into an iPhone. I have not got a fancy camera. And when I started this channel, I didn't think it would take off as well as it has. And maybe in the next few months, I will invest in a decent camera. Or maybe I'll ask Father Christmas for a decent camera so that it doesn't annoy the people that it annoys. So I am sorry if it is something that puts you off. Somebody said, well, I enjoyed the video, but I wouldn't subscribe to your channel because you keep looking at yourself in the monitor. And I thought, oh, well, jog on then, I don't really care. Because at the moment, this is me. What you see is what you get. And I'm not staring at myself. I know that's probably easier because I'm staring into the eye bit of the camera, the lens bit of the camera, but it's too distracting. I can't do that. I need to look what I'm doing. So there you go, that's my little disclaimer. So thank you so much for watching. I really hope you enjoyed this video. I have got a charity shop haul which I will probably do and get uploaded in the next day or two, and it is going to be a try on haul, and I have bought a pair of trousers that are going to divide the nation. So again, if you enjoyed what you see, then please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. Don't forget to give the video a big thumbs up, and I will see you all really soon in my next video. So thank you so much for watching, and take lots of care. Lots of love. Bye.